What's good, y'all? It's Bino here, and today I'm not showing but two packages that I got. One from a brand company, and one that I bought in a recent store that I just got. So let's just look at this. But I ain't gonna show it to you yet, though. Or this either. I just wanted to say, how's everyone doing? I know that quarantine and all this case has been going on, which is really crazy. But we're not gonna worry about all that stuff. For my basketball people, I know that some of y'all are really excited that we only have 18 or 17 days left until the NBA season restarts. And I know that some of us haven't been going outside. Some of us have been going outside to go hoop outside or not play or play indoors, which to me it's kind of like it just makes me more eager to come back on the court, and just and play with my friends and like in a couple of games and such. But yeah, 17 days left until the NBA season restarts. I'm a little bit excited about it, but then again, I feel like they should have waited a bit more instead of people like being rational about it and like just continuously like just saying, "Oh, we want the season back. We want the season back. Come on!" Like I would just be patient. I'll just be patient about it and just like see what happens. Or in other cases, as one of my friends will say, just cancel season, pick it back up again in the like basically in the fall, and after that season's over, just continue in January. But I don't know about that stuff though. So that's his opinion. I have my opinion. But like I said, I'm excited. I can't wait for the NBA season to restart. My biggest sights to see during when the NBA season comes back is who's gonna win Rookie of the Year, who's gonna win MVP of the year, or who's gonna win the Most Improved Player of the Year award, or a six man at least, because I know Jamal Crawford just got recently signed, to the Brooklyn Nets, and he just turned 40. And one of his quotes was kind of funny. It was like, "Oh, I just turned 20. I just doubled up. Describing himself as saying, "Oh, basically turned 40, but age doesn't matter." That's kind of funny for me a bit, because when you're in the league, hitting 40 is just like it's just a weird number. But I don't know really, because I'm not in the league. So even if I was, I'll be like, "Oh my God, 40! Oh, it's so scary. You're not gonna be able to perform well, and this and that. You have to make sure you take care of your body, this and that." Because like Vince Carter, for example, he's 43. He just retired after 22 seasons. So shout out to Vince Carter for having an illustrious career with different teams that he played for through his tenure in NBA. But enough about the NBA. Let's get right to the stuff that I got today. So for starters, this box right here, this package I meant to say, has caused me nothing but trouble and frustration. As you can see, this package that I ordered was, I believe, around April 23rd. That I ordered it online during the beginning of the pandemic, which that was going on at the time. But it kind of cooled down a bit, so it's alright now. But yeah, this package right here caused me a lot of frustration. I had to like spam the company's email like I think like 12 times at least, and it kind of just gave me a pain. I was just really annoying. It was just really annoying for me to type the same thing over and over again to get their reply back or have them say something at least. And once they replied back, they was like, "Oh, it should take about 3 to 15 weeks," and then they changed their answer. "Oh, 4 to 6, 2 to 25 weeks." I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. So it was just me basically being patient and not like spamming the email or even looking at the tracking device really, because I know that it takes time. But other than that, it was just it was a long process. So I'm glad that process is over. Phew. I'm just glad that process is over. So now I'm just gonna show you what's inside of it, and hope y'all have your opinions about it. I really hate unboxing this stuff. So what's inside of it is called Falang Bao. I don't know what that means. It sounds like a funny word that you use in economy comedic stand or something like that. You know, comedy stuff. Really, I'm not really too big on that stuff. I just watch the shows. So, but yeah, Lang Bao. Excuse my pronunciation if some of y'all are Chinese or not, or speak Mandarin. Yeah, but yeah, this is a hair trimmer that I ordered off of a website called Arts Mapper. They're not really called Arts Mapper anymore because they took down all their hair products, hair cutting products now since it got since it got exposed recently. I could say that, but or discovered, if you may call it. So yeah, this is a hair trimmer. They come in 3 colors: gold, red, and silver. Basically, as you can see on the side right here. Yeah, red, gold, silver. They even had a black one, but I don't know why they did not add the black one conclusively. So other than that, yeah. Yeah, this does wonders to your hair. Well, this does a lot of good stuff. Like, it gets the job done. So like for people who know how to cut their hair, or they want to learn how to cut their hair, I would suggest that y'all would like watch YouTube videos based on people who know how to cut hair, who have experience of cutting other people's hair and their own hair themselves, to like look at what they do, make sure you line themselves and take like good notes on how to cut your hair. Because if you don't, one, you might recede your hairline back. 2, you might cut yourself bad. 3, people will clown you for having a fucked up hairline. Oh, excuse my language, but a messed up hairline, if you will. Other than that, yeah. So y'all need to listen. Just make sure that y'all just need to like know how to cut your hair. If you go to a barbershop and you get a haircut, that's fine. But at the end of the day, don't mess up your hair. Your hair is precious, it's sensitive. And some people are lucky to keep their hair for a long period of time. Some aren't because of stress or any other problem or genetic disorder that they have. But it's all the same thing too. It all happens naturally. You lose your hair eventually. Some do, some don't. So it happens. So now I'm going to open the box to show you the item inside. So as you can see, like I said, we have the gold clippers right here. Comes with every single piece here. We got the 1 inch. You know, if you have short hair like me and you want to cut it down a bit, this is the stuff that you want to use for it. And like for instance, you can't use 1 inch. You can't use a 1 inch clip to like cut your hair that's like super thick. Nah, you're gonna mess up the flow of your hair. Yeah, you're gonna mess up the flow of your hair, and it's not gonna look good on you at all. It's just gonna make you look ridiculous. The 2 inch. If your hair grows at least about 2 or 3 inches, I would suggest just use this, or use a 3 inch one, which I'm about to show you in a minute. Yeah, just use a 2 inch. Just use a 2 inch. Just use a 2 millimeter. I meant to say, I don't know why I keep on saying inches. My bad. Just use a 2 millimeter. It's I would say 2 millimeters is kind of quick a little bit, but 1 millimeter is more basic and simple. And last but not least, 3 millimeters. Like, you know, if you have like a little baby afro, you want to like lighten it up a bit, cut the sides, or you know, you want to go with like a nice taper fade. If you know how to do them, I suggest. If you know how to do them. If not, then I suggest, like I said earlier, watch tutorials how to cut your own hair, please. And so yeah, 3 millimeters, simple, easy stuff. Really, it's just basic. It's just proper learning how to teach yourself how to shave, how to cut your own hair, how to groom yourself to be a proper man. Some people, they go to waxing places and waste like almost a lot of money for that stuff, which I don't know why, but let's not get into details about that. Last but not least, this is the gold trimmer right here. As you can see, it is a cordless charger, meaning that there's no cord attached to it, and you can also just turn it on, turn it off, charge it if you will. It lasts longer than usual. I tested out myself a couple of times, and man, this thing right here does wonders. I'm talking about like if you have a job interview and you don't have time to go to barbershop, and if you have this, like if you have this, you bought this, but you don't know how to use it, just use it quick as you can. It's simple, but it's gonna cause a lot. It's just make sure to apply alcohol or cream or something like that to make sure that it suits the trim a little bit more better, because you don't want to go to an interview or anywhere nice or fancy with your lady or your friend to have like a rough face or look like you just came out from a hospital with poison ivy on your face or some stuff like that. But other than that, this clipper right here, man, this trimmer, I meant to say, it's really smooth. V1 DC, 5 volts, 10 watts. Damn, not powerful, but it does a lot of wonders when you charge it for a good amount of time. But other than that, it's like really good. It's really good. So yeah, and also I try this myself too, as you can see. But other than that, yeah, just to test it out a bit, like just pretend. Not like actually try. I haven't tried it out yet. But other than that, it looks really good. I like the color too, gold. I'm about to show you another gold item that I have in a minute right now. But yeah, feel free to like ask me about it. Like text me on Instagram about this, and I'll give you the information, the link down below about this stuff. So yeah. Now, let's get to the details. I know that some of y'all who are sneakerheads out there, I know some of y'all purchased the well, should I call it the GPs? Yeah, the Gary Payton 12s, the PEs, if you call it, whatever. I call them the glove 12s, because Gary Payton was signed to Jordan brand around like 2003, 2004, so he wore them, and then so on and so forth. But let's not get into details after that part. So, but other than that, kicks. I know some of y'all are sneakerheads. I know some of y'all are not, but if you're watching this, I appreciate y'all for watching this. If you're not, then I don't know what you're doing. You need to get up and watch this video right away. So, the shoe that I'm about to show you is an Air Max 97. I know in my last video I talked about how there's 6 Olympic edition Air Max 97s, and this is actually the 6th one. So, yeah, and it's all gold. It's all gold, by the way. I know some of y'all who don't like gold shoes. So for some of y'all that do, good job. For some of y'all that don't, then I suggest you might want to get a shoe that has gold, like gold colorways and some stuff. But yeah, this is the gold Air Max 97, as you can see. It's black inside. The insole is just all gold with a gold Nike check inside. The bottom as well is a clear sole, which I love clear soles, by the way. They're easy to clean. And plus, since this is a gold shoe, you can easily clean the sole and it won't even look like it's old or nothing. Hell, it won't even have like any yellow. It won't even have like no aging yellow marks on that stuff, which I like most likely, because I have a bunch of shoes. Well, I have 2 pairs of shoes that have that, but that's age. That's age basically, depending on how many times you wear them. But yeah, I like how they even have the Nike, the tongue of the shoe, as you can see, to have that gold logo right there, and it looks nice. And even on the back as well, they kept it like the original gold Air Max 97 with the red words on the back saying Air Max, and the little grip part to hold your shoe in when you're trying to when you're trying to tuck your shoe in. It has that little glittery fabric on it, material to it. I don't know what's the name of it. I just call it glitter fabric. And yeah, for me, I mean, I never bought Air Max 97 before, but I know some people can, and some people tell me that Air Max 97s are okay, like they're historical. I get that, but to rate this shoe, I would have to give it a 8.7. Like, I like how it looks. I like the color schemes. There's like a bunch of color schemes to go with Air Max 97s. And to top it off, they have the same bottom sole as the Air Max 98s. To be exact, they do. They have the same bottom sole as the Air Max 98s, and the Air Max 98s and 97s are like 1 year apart from, well, basically 2 years apart from each other. Both of them are like really good shoes. They're really good for like casual shoes or workout shoes, or like whatever you call them, really. If you don't work out in Air Max 97s, you work out in running shoes, that's you. But for me, I like these as casual shoes, really, because like for a precious color like gold, man, this is like the type of stuff you want to wear when you accomplish your goal. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I finally got my dream job, or I finally got a PhD, or I finally got this girl to marry me or something like that. But other than that, yeah, this is like the shoe that you just hit like the lottery right here. Like that's the shoe you want to wear. But other than that, man, this is just really cool. I really like the colorway too. I tested out a couple of times, and yeah, it looks pretty dope. It looks really cool. Even inside, if you look at the bottom right here, it has that red swoosh sign right there, and I like that too. Clear sole, all gold. Even the bottom soles gold as well. I thought the bottom sole was gonna be white, like this part right here. I thought this was gonna be black, but they kind of like wanted to make it all gold. It was like, nah, f that. We're gonna make it all gold so that way people know that this shoe is like literally shining. But yeah, this is the six. This is basically one of the 6 Olympic colorways that they have for the Air Max 97s. For me, I wish I had all 6 of them. This only have one, so there's 5 to be precise. There's all 5 of them, basically. Like there's red, black, yellow, green, blue, and gold. So you know, some people love gold, some people don't love gold, some people love all silver. Hey, that's what they like really. Some people are picky shoe sneakerheads. I'm not. I just go for which shoe that just speaks to me more and expresses what what type of outfit I wear basically. Like for instance, I can wear this with black jeans or light jeans basically, and put on or put on like like any type of t-shirt I want, like a polo t-shirt, a Nautica t-shirt, or a Guess t-shirt. For some of y'all don't know what those brands are, look them up. Just kidding. But yeah, like this shoe is really nice too. It's really cool. Other than that, beautiful. The color speaks out for itself. It's like it's built for a winner basically. Yeah, it's really dope. It's really dope, honestly. And look how it has this type of like Latin pattern. It's symmetrical. Well, I could say this. I don't know what the name of it's called really, as you can see on this part. But I have seen this. Well, actually, no, I do know the name of it. It's reflective. It's reflective pattern. They use on bikes and coats and stuff like that. So it has that to it. And look how it just bounces off on the camera where the light is around it. It looks really nice too. It just shows how much it speaks for itself. It shows that it's like, oh, I'm that shoe. I'm that shoe basically. Like, what's up? Like, it's really good. I like it. I really do. Like, for those of you who don't like this shoe, I don't care about your opinions. I love this shoe. Like, this shoe speaks for itself. I'll wear this to anywhere. I'll wear this anywhere I go. People look at it, they'll be like, where'd you get this? Oh, I got it from somewhere. But I ain't gonna tell you where I got it though. But other than that, man, I love how they always keep that little tag, that little sticker inside saying that upper synthetic leather. That's one thing I like about Nike is that it's now that they're changing the boxes, putting barcodes to know that their shoes are not fake, because there's a lot of sneakers that are coming from basically a lot like shoe resellers that have the same replica shoe or trying to make the same replica shoe as well, that are just using the same sneakers with barcodes on them to know that, oh, we have the same shoe. But not every shoe is the same. Some shoes, they basically go through a test process to see if they're authentic, and they're specifically called unauthorized authentics, meaning that they fly through a test, but they don't really like get that qualification cert. You know what I mean? It's like you passing your driver's license. It's like you got all of your driver's license right. You got every part of your driver's license right. Sorry, except for one thing, and they kind of get tossed out until you have to do it all over again. So that's what that whole UA process is for sneakers and stuff like that. Because designers, and basically brand marketers, they sell shoes. Some of them fail, some of them don't, and they're only limited to like multiple stores across the nation. Even in Europe too, they do that in Europe as well. For instance, like Air Maxes, there. We all know that all of our shoes come from China, and sometimes when people be like, "Oh, that stuff is fake," "Oh, your sneakers is fake, man. I don't like that." Like that's crap. Like that's poor texture shit. Like I hate when people point out your shoes and then they think it's fake, because knowing that all of our shoes is from China, why don't you look up where your shoe is coming from? Basically, like if you got it from a store, okay, but sometimes stores they don't even know like what's coming in, like what's coming in shipment. Like they could get something from a different country that they never heard before, put it in stores and say like, oh, it's authentic. So yeah, and you'll think it is because it's in that favorite store you shop at. But literally, when you put them on and you feel something's odd, that's when you have to research on some stuff that you feel like, oh crap, I gotta think about this. Like, if this shoe's like authentic or not, like is it good or what's the problem here? That's one thing that sneakerheads like understand most likely is that they have that type of sense where they need to know if a sneaker's authentic or not, and if it's a run for their money, because there's some sneakerheads who have like money and they can afford every sneaker they want to. For instance, like Former Simpson, Unbreakable Kicks, Bullet RC, Tony D2 Wild, a lot more to talk about. Mike Rich, for instance, too. So yeah, all those guys, like they basically like they have a lot of sneakers that they talk about, and it's really amazing too. I'm impressed with their sneaker collection. Like that's what I want my sneaker collection to be like in the next 4 or 5 years or so, when I get to that point. But I'm not at that point yet. I have a lot of shoes, but I don't have like those type of shoes where it's like, it's a lot. Like it's a lot to fit in a house. For some for your parents, some for your wife and kids, some for yourself too. Some of them even sell them too. So I don't know about selling, but I'll just give them to like a family member or something like that. But other than that, it's just like UA sneakers. Like UA sneakers, they're okay. They save you save less money. You save more money on buying UA sneakers. Like for instance, you have Artemis Yeezys, you have Kicks Who, you have Jordan resellers, and you have Top Factory, and etc. as well. Other than that, it's just like those are the four brands I know that that does like good quality UA sneakers, and they're top notch at it. Oh, also UA Plug too. UA Plug, they do like giveaways and such, but sometimes you win them, sometimes they don't. Like if you come in second place, I know I came in second place. They gave me a code to get like Christian Dior shoes that look like Converses, like by Pop Smoke, Dior and stuff like that. Um, Other than that, it's just like yeah, those five sneaker websites for UA sneakers, like they do really good. But one thing I hate about UA sneakers is that they always add like charging shipments to like for DHL express like delivery. Like I hate that. Most likely you don't do that with with UPS or United States Postal Service or like FedEx and some stuff like that. So I don't know. They gotta really change that stuff, to be honest with you. They really do, because that's annoying. And plus, they add more to when you are about to purchase a shoe onto the DHL packaging, and it becomes like, oh, if you have a shoe that you're trying to buy, like Yeezys, for example, like Desert, like for instance, like if you have a Desert pair of Yeezys, and you want to buy it, like just one pair. This is for the example. That DHL price tag will add up to your shoe tag, and it'll be, I don't know, about like $230 or 300, so on. Depending on how much the shoe is, really, it just all depends on what you do with it exactly. So it's all up to you whether you choose to. Like, do you want to choose UA sneakers? Do you want to choose retail sneakers? So it's just up to you, really. For me, I wouldn't mind getting a UA sneaker because you're saving money. You're becoming smart than more people, because other people, they do both, but they don't even tell them what to do. They don't even tell their friends. You know what I mean? Which is kind of smart, because some friends are all like, oh, haha, he got fake sneakers, but nah, it's all about saving your money, because there's some people who are born spoiled. They just have but like their parents have a lot of money. Like their parents are wealthy. I'm not gonna say rich, but their parents are wealthy. They give their kids like dumb amount of allowances. I don't know, like every Monday or Friday or somewhat like that, and they go ahead and buy kicks, like crazy amount of kicks. And then some of those kicks that they get from like authentic stores, like Cool Kicks, Chill Kicks, Trusted Kicks, etc., etc. So like, yeah, and sometimes their parents don't really care. But if you a middle class family or a low class family that basically gets by a lot of times, and you do a really good job at it, and you see kicks that are like really expensive, you might want to redirect your options on getting like kicks that are on sale. That's what mostly people go for. For me, I just go for kicks that are on sale. I don't go for kicks that just come out recently because I don't have that type of money. And if I did, I wouldn't do it still because I will wait until that price gets lower, and then I will try to find a way to like look it up where I can get it like where a better price. Like for instance, like Expressions or Evelyn's here here where I live at, they have that type of shoe for like 190 for retail sale, which is good. Like if you go on Goat or StockX or other places besides that, like it's just crazy to be honest with you. So sorry about the I think my light went off. Man, that's a bad problem. But other than that, it's just how it is really. Like whether or not, it just all depends on what you choose. So, but until then, guys, this is Bino. I'm signing off. Peace.